So, do you have ducks at home? No. Have you ever had ducks? No. Don't worry, we have ducks at home, and whenever I go to feed them, I've noticed this thing that like the food that we feed them is rice mixed with this husk type of thing and water. And the reason we add water is because ducks do not have teeth, so they need to swallow the food easily, and water makes it easier for them to swallow the food. There's a bottle. There's a mouse in my room. If my windows are open. Anyways, what I was saying was, so they would come and eat the food, and immediately after would dip their beak into the nearby sand and dirt and rocks, right? And I'd always wonder, because after that they would come back to the food, and then that would cause the dirt to be in the food, and then later on when they finish the food and I go to collect the bowl, I see dirt. And then the next time when I feed them, I again wash the bowl and everything, and the results remain the same. So I decided that I was actually going to look it up. And you may think that it's common knowledge, right? That they're not actually eating the dirt, they're looking for bugs or insects in the on the ground so that they can eat it. But actually, yeah, that is one of the reasons. But the pattern that I saw was like them eating the food, eating dirt, eating food, eating dirt. And that's why I was kind of curious to learn why they do it. And so I have gathered the info. I actually saw it on the first page of Wikipedia, sort of. But still, I'm going to tell you, right? So I've already mentioned that dogs do not have teeth and they need help with digestion. So that's why we add water so that it's easier for them to swallow it. But what happens in the stomach? For digestion to take place, you need to break the food into smaller particles, right? And what they do is there is this muscular part of the stomach called the gizzard. And the rocks and like the grit that they eat, it gets stored in the gizzard. And when contraction happens, the gizzard acts as a sandpaper. So there's already dirt in it, and the food goes into the stomach, and during digestion, when the muscles contract, then the food particles rub against the grit present in the gizzard, and then it breaks down. So that's why they do it. Did you also know that ducks actually don't mate for life? They do not mate for life. Okay. We used to have chickens, and I always wondered how they reproduced. I would see that, imagine this is a hen, and this is a hen, and the rooster would climb on top of the hen and would clamp down on its head. And I always wondered if it was just biting it, right? And it would make weird noises, and I thought I'd get concerned because, oh, my hen is being attacked by a fucking rooster, and I chase them away. But that's actually the part of the whole reproduction process. Like, at some extent, I had an idea of how reproduction takes place, and I thought it was part of the reproduction, but then the noises that they made and hen trying to run away was also my concern, right? So they have an external opening. They do not have external genitalia. The roosters have two testes, both of same sizes. The overall size of the testes depends on different factors like the size of the rooster and genetics also. Most birds have one testes smaller than the other because it helps them fly by reducing their overall weight. But roosters, hen, chicken, they don't fly, right? So it doesn't matter. Now, as I mentioned, they do not have an external genitalia, and the testes are inside the body, and they have this external opening called the something, I don't know how to pronounce it. So imagine, just know that there is an external opening, and it's for pooping and releasing sperms. They do not pee, they do not urinate, they do not even produce urine. The uric acid actually comes out with the poop itself. So yeah, not having fluid in their body, it actually helps keep them lightweight, because they're also birds, right? To some extent, I guess. They can't fly, but I've seen roosters and hens climb very high trees. They can fly to some extent, but not like birds. They cannot fly to far away distance, but they can jump really high. Have two ovaries, and actually there are two ovaries, right, on either side. of the kidney or something, and the left ovary is functional and it produces eggs, but the right ovary is not functional. Now, the opening is common in both hens and roosters as well, and hens, they release eggs from the same opening, they poop from the same opening, and the process of fertilization also takes place in the same opening, through the same opening. So you may wonder that when eggs are being laid, why isn't it covered in poop? Although I've seen some cases where it is covered in poop. So what happens is the uterus actually flips itself around, so that the egg is not covered in poop. So when this is a hen again and this is a rooster, so when they're actually climbing on top of each other, the external opening are aligned, and then the sperm is released inside the head, and the clamping of the hen's head, the clamping of the hen's head is actually for balance, because the rooster doesn't want to fall. He's an alpha male, right? Why? It would be so embarrassing if you're injecting sperm onto your beloved hen and you just fall down. So for balance, it just clamps onto that like that, and yeah, that's how the process takes place. Actually, the egg does not need to be fertilized to be laid, and even if the egg is fertilized, unless and until it has been incubated at a certain temperature, the chicken, like the chick, the baby won't come out. Yeah, no, I didn't do much research. I was just searching it for myself, and I decided, well, I should probably start a channel where I talk about these things, because I love talking about random things. And my hair, it should have been like this from the beginning. I don't know why I didn't. So I have a rubber band over here, and I've see, right now I'm talking to you and I feel like my camera quality is quite good. But as soon as I stop the recording, my camera quality will just left. There is this condition called Pika or Pika. Again, I didn't look up the pronunciation. I just read it and I read it as Pika, but it can be Pika. Who knows, right? I obviously don't. I'm coming here to talk about whatever I've learned and not educate. Anyways, so it is the condition where the person or whoever has craving for substances other than food. And actually, in some cases, some ducks and swans can develop this condition where they start eating a bunch of things. And they find it appetizing, but it's obviously not for you, right? I've seen eat much like this. That's all.